Oh my God. Hey guys, remember me? The guy who hasn't uploaded in almost 2 weeks? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I don't really have no excuses other than the fact that I actually did just get back in town last night. I was away for about a week because I did go to a wedding. One of my closest friends just got married. Shout out to Dino, aka Rhyme Style, and his now wife Kayla for finally tying the knot after being together for so long. It was great. It was beautiful. Wonderful ceremony, nice little after party. It was cool. Got to see a lot of my friends who I don't get to see that often. And yeah, man, we had a great time out there hanging out, kicking it or whatever. But obviously that meant that I missed the launch of Celestial Guardian. So you've already seen all your other favorite creators open their packs and jump back into ranked and making deck building guides and videos and talking about what's the meta right now. I've missed all of that because, well, I just got home last night. So today we're gonna finally jump into things and let's not waste any more time than we already have. And I think this whole video I'll do Solgaleo, and then the next video we'll do Lunala. I could jump back and forth, but I'm obviously gonna open a ton of packs on both. But I think we'll go to the limit. I forget what it's called. You know, on we'll max out on Solgaleo today. So jumping straight into things. Yeah, I actually haven't seen what all the cards are in the set either, and I haven't really watched anyone's videos because I said I was out of town, so I wasn't really like tapped into what's going on right now. So I got a lot of catching up to do. But let's just go ahead and dive right in, man. I know that this set has a lot of cards. I want to say it was like what, 150 to 170, somewhere around there, I think is the number somebody told me. I don't remember exactly, but 10 packs off the rip. And I see we got some rainbows in there and color shifting background. Yeah, I mean, Makuhita, Rockruff, Masquerain. 40 damage for, I didn't mean to tilt the card, 40 damage for 1 energy. It's a stage 1 though, okay, 90 HP. Lola Meowth and Oricorio, okay. Safeguard, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's, wait, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon EX. So you actually just can't attack this Pokemon at all with an EX Pokemon? That seems kind of strong. I mean, we do have like some powerful cards that are out and about these days, especially with like this Meowscarada in the last set, right? That's a deck that I was running a lot, was Beedrill Meowscarada. But that seems pretty good. Maybe a little on the gimmicky side, certainly not like top tier, but that seems like decently useful. I could definitely see this getting some play. Then we have Zap, which is 2 energy, 50 damage. Okay, interesting cards. And here we have Sophocles, which during this turn attacks used by a Alolan Golem, Vikavolt, or Token tomorrow do plus 30 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Trubbish, one of the worst Pokemon ever. Surskit, quick attack, okay. Drillbur, Toucan, these are all brand new cards to me because this is the first time I'm opening any packs. Alolan Persian, Fletchinder, Steady Fire Breathing, okay. Dupiter, Ribombi, Masquerain. Also, by the way, as I talked about before previously in some of these videos, for the first time in my life, I now own a Nintendo DS. I bought this last year. This is a DS Lite, and so I was playing through a bunch of the Pokemon games that I missed out on as a kid, and I've started my playthrough of Pokemon White. Ooh, shiny Jigglypuff. Let's go. Gladly take that. I'm surprised that they're just seemingly just dropping shiny. Okay, I take the shiny Machamp, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Back-to-back shinies in one pack. Let's get it off the rip. We got the Donald Trump, Garbodor, Fomantis, Cutiefly, Sandygast. I was saying that I was surprised to see shinies in this set. I thought that'd be something that'd be, you know, exclusive to more Shining Revelry sets, or like sets that are basically, you know, designed around the fact that there are shiny cards in the set, or maybe save for anniversaries and stuff like that. Truth be told, when we got Shining Revelry, it blew me away and surprised me anyway, because I thought that was something that we wouldn't see until much later down the line. Heard the sound effect go off. We got a Salazzle, Brucish, Alolan Geodude. It's just another Sandygast, which I didn't actually look what this does. Vibration, for damage, is nothing special. Skyvalier. But yeah, so I've been playing through Pokemon White, and I like the game so far, but I'm not gonna lie, not a big fan of the decks in this game. It doesn't really feel like there's that many cool Pokemon. I've got like 5 badges right now, and I have like 3 or 4 Pokemon I actually like so far in the game. Litten, Pick-a-Peck, Pikachu. Ooh, I like this art a lot. Look at my boy. Komalo, what's this ability? Comatose. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, whenever you attach your energy from your energy zone to it, it is now asleep. I see. Roll and tackle 70. That's interesting. So I guess you want to build this up on the bench before you bring it in. And then Tapu Koku, a Volt Switch. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench electric Pokemon. Okay, not bad. It requires 3 energy though, which is a bit steep, but I can see that being useful. Bonnet, another Bonnet, Poplio, Escavalier, Palo Sand, another Escavalier, Carablast, Trumbeak, Sandy Gas, and an Arcanine. I want to Arcanine, you feel me? Fire Main. Alright, last pack, Palo Sand, Mudbray, Growlithe, Palo Sand. So like I said, I've been completely and totally out of the loop, so I don't know like what's popping. I don't even know what all cards are in this set, what decks people are running. So y'all let me know what's the rank streets looking like right now. Is there any new kids on the block? And I ain't talking about the band, you feel me? Is there is Dark Tina still running rampant? What's it looking like out there? And what is your favorite new card from the set, and what decks have you guys been running? What should I be testing out and trying out? Yeah, first 10 pack, not too bad. But yes, it's 155 cards in total. Obviously, significantly more than that when you include like alternate rares and shinies and immersives and crown rares and all that stuff. But we just go ahead and skip on past it. There we go. So it's a total of, it's a lot actually. 239. Is that the most we've gotten since Genetic Apex? It feels like it, right? All right, 10 more of them things. Let's go ahead and get into it. I also, of course, went ahead and I bought the new Poke Gold set with all the extra little goodies in it. I'm not gonna lie, man. All those little extra accessories and everything they've been out. Ooh, no rainbows, no nothing. No rainbows, no nothing. That's how you feel. Wait. Oh, for a second I thought I didn't have my necklace on. I was like, wait a minute. Sorry, forgive me. Anyway, lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh man, yo, am I Dory? Do I have the attention span of a fish? Like, what's going on? Oh, Leaf Cape. The grass Pokemon this card is attached to gets plus 30. So remember them conversations we've been having about power creep and everything like that? So like grass, it's funny too because they be giving stuff to types that I don't really feel like need it. You know what I'm saying? Like grass is already so strong, but I guess that's their whole thing is like health, endurance, like staying alive and healing and everything like that. But it's just like, really, bro? We already had giant cape and I was like, oh, well, I have a special cape for me specifically. You can go screw yourself, but you know what I'm saying? But all right. Phantom, Crabrawler, Trevenant. Okay, get some new cards in here. Torracat, Heat Tackle. This Pokemon also does 10 damage to itself. Alolan Meowth, Gumshoes. I haven't actually seen what Incineroar does yet, unless we saw it in the original like leak. I actually don't remember. Salandit, Sableye, Rowlet. Look at him. Look at my little guy all spiffy. Solrock, and there's our first Solgaleo EX. Of course, on the hunt for the crown rare as always. I actually did not get the crown rare Pokeball. Normally what happens is if I max out my points, I'm just like, okay, I'll just go buy the crown rare with my points because you know, the other cards would be easier to pull and also cheaper to pay for, like with pack points. But this time around I actually opted to get the red trainer card. So you know what happened, right? I had 2,500 points. I spent half of them on the red trainer card because I really wanted that card, and I saved the rest. I still haven't spent them even now. And a few days later, guess what I pulled? Red. So it's like, I should have just bought the Pokeball like I normally do, but it is what it is. Heal all damage from one of your Shiinotic or Serena if you do discard all energy from that Pokemon. So we saw this card in that initial like trailer, but I don't think we were able to see the full text, whatever. But a very, very pretty card. Skitty, Trubbish, and Sophocles. Heliptile, the Dupitter, Trevenant, Cutiefly, another Sophocles, Wimpod, Araquanid. I feel like I didn't read that name before or I say it out loud before. Dugtrio with the gorgeous manes of hair. Poplio and Delmise. Yes, we had a new Delmise card. Okay, Anchor Shot. For 80 damage during you do 80 damage for 3 energy, and during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. That seems solid. Trumbeak, Mantis, Lurantis. Little Blizzards take us 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. And another Delmise. Okay, got 2 of those already. All right, second pack, I ain't gonna lie, second 10 pool, not as nice as the first. Can I scroll? There we go. Not as nice as Stop it. Not as nice as the first one. Didn't really get anything too crazy. Got a few EXs in here though, so I can't be too upset, even though we did get a dupe of the Delmines. But except I'm seeing a lot of these for the first time, so it's always still fun to see like a lot of the new cards for the first time when they're still all shiny and, you know, everything like that. All right, so that's 56 out of 155. Doo-doo-doo. I actually don't even know what I'm hunting for, to be honest. Like I really like when I tell you, like I woke up and I was like, all right, let's just get back to the swing of things. Let's just get straight to work. I always come back from trips like motivated to get back on my grind. I don't know about you guys, especially if any of you guys out there are streamers or creators or whatever, right? But maybe you can relate to this even if you aren't. But obviously when I go out of town on trips and stuff, oftentimes I'm surrounded by, you know, friends or other creators, or like, you know, friends who are creators, there's other creators in general. So whether that's like at a con or whatever. And you know, I'm having a Alolan Raichu. This card is dope. So Psychic, 3 colors energy does 60 plus damage. This attack does 30 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So potentially a very powerful Pokemon. Might have to try that one out. I really like Raichu. But anyway, yeah, so when I go out of town on these trips and stuff, a lot of my closest friends are all streamers and YouTubers, right? And then I'm often at places that are also that have a lot of other streamers and YouTubers. Another Raichu. And it like motivates me to like want to grind even harder. Then also like I'm like sort of on vacation a lot of times on these trips, right? Sometimes they're work trips, sometimes they are just for leisure. But even then it's like, damn, what can I do? Like how hard do I gotta grind to make this trip like what my actual like daily lifestyle is, you know what I'm saying? So okay, we got the immersive Lily. Hey, what did I say in the trailer? Immersive rare magnet. We already knew. Like there was never a doubt in my mind we was gonna end up with one of these pretty quickly. I actually haven't seen this yet. This music is really nice too. Yo, how far does this one go? This is sick though. That's dope. That's really, really nice. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's pretty cool that the immersive rares aren't limited to just actual Pokemon cards, and they're, you know, Pokemon themselves, and are also including like trainers and stuff. I think that's really cool. So yeah, there we go. We got immersive rare Lily. Add that one to the collection. But yeah, I start learning like, damn, what can I do? Golosapod. First impression, 60 damage, 3 energy. If this Pokemon moves from your bench to the active spot during this turn, it's like the 60 more damage. Okay, so good if you're switching out. That would be dope if it was like an electric type and you compare that with the Volt Tackle of the other, you know what I'm saying? But regardless, yeah, so it's like how hard do I gotta grind to like just make this my new daily lifestyle? Like you know what I mean? And especially when I'm out some places beautiful as like San Diego. I was just out there in SoCal, which I love it, and I would live there if I could afford it, but the prices, the cost of living out there is just too rich for my blood. Alolan Geodude, Escavalier, Alolan Sandshrew. I love Sandshrew so much, and Alolan Sandshrew is adorable. Sandshrew and Vulpix, Makuhita, and we got another Cutiefly. Well, this is the first time we got the 1-star Cutiefly, but I think we got Cutiefly earlier on. Not a particularly powerful card, but adorable. Lurantis, Growlithe, Phantup, and another shiny Machamp EX. Okay. Welcome to the party. I'm off the monitor and the lean. That's what move redacted. You feel me? Cosmoem, Drillbur, Growlithe, and another Oricorio. All right, last pack manager. What we got in here? Trevenant, Alolan Dugtrio, Fletchinder, Salazzle, Kamala. Yeah, I said all that to say that like I woke up today and I was like, all right, let's get to work. Well, actually, I had to finish unpacking because I'm not gonna lie. I came home last night. I think did I even eat? Did I even eat last night? I did. I came home last night. I unpacked some stuff, but I was like, you know what, bro? I think I took a moment to like decompress, and I was like, you know, it's time to just hop in the shower and go to bed. So this morning, you know, I finished unpacking and I just got straight to work. You feel me? So, anywho, let's see, how far along are we? 69. Nice. 69 out of 155. I don't know how many more cards are in this pack by itself and how many are exclusive to Lunala, but I guess we're gonna find that out real soon. Heard the sound effect. No rainbows though. Gumshoes, Skitty, Spoink. Do y'all pull immersive rare? I mean, okay, I'm a whale, obviously, right? So I'm sure I open way more packs than most of you watching me are able to, right? That's the privilege that I have. But like, do y'all be seeing like other creators, I guess, like pull as many immersive rares as I do? Like, other than Afro, who's like, that's a whole other story entirely. But like, I just feel like I never ever have to worry about getting the immersive rare. Like there's certain cards, like, I guess that's for everybody, right? Like 2 stars and crown rares and stuff. Like, yeah, those are the hardest cards to pull. So it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? But I just, like, it's never a doubt in my mind I'm gonna end up with like bare minimum 5 or 6 or whatever the immersive rare is whenever a new set comes out. Cause like, it's just, I can't get away from them. Not that I'm complaining, I'm just saying. Del Caddy. Energy assist, take a colorless energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your bench Pokemon. Okay, so you attack and do that at the same time. Not bad. And then we get the, I ain't even peep or thinking about it. We got two immersive rare lilies before we even pulled the regular lily. Is that not insane? Is that not kind of crazy? I feel like that's kind of crazy. I don't know, man. That's just me personally. I just feel like that's a little nutty. Anyway, Lily, yeah, welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. How did we pull 2 immersives before the regular one? Matter of fact, I think when was it Triumphant Light, or was it the set before that? No, Space Time Smackdown. Yeah, it was Space Time Smackdown with Dialga and Palkia. I think I pulled the immersives, at least of Dialga, before I pulled the regular one, funnily enough. Kamala or Araquanid, Poros. Got that color changing background. Gumshoes. Is the scarf? Is it the head scarf? Is it because like we almost the same color? Like it's my 3rd one. I just like first I would like to get some other shinies. That would be nice. Rare candy, our first rare candy. Yeah, I'm sure this was gonna be a big game changer for the meta of this game. But I don't know if necessarily that's gonna make it so that stage 2s are just like necessarily like the strongest, because I feel like when you have a basic that's like a Giratina or something, like it kind of, excuse me, indigestion? Overshadows some of those. Anyway, Bound Sweet, Bonnets, Boros, and another Leaf Cape. I think I heard the sound effect go off. Arcanine, Makuhita, Shuppet, Crabrawler, and I did indeed. It is the 1-star Kamala, which we did not have yet. I like this artwork quite a lot. I think they definitely stepped it up a decent amount when it comes to like the 1-star illustrations, which is usually par for the course in these games. You know, the earlier units or cards or whatever, the characters that drop in a gacha, they cool. And then as the game goes on, you see they just get cooler and cooler and cooler in terms of like design and aesthetic and everything like that. Last pack was kind of whack. Oh wait, no, this is the last pack. Helioptile, Toucannon, Crabrawler, Drillburt, and then on something good, Lycanroc. Okay, at least that's a new card that we didn't have. I think we're making pretty good progress just in terms of the cards that we can get in this set. Another immersive Lily, shiny Machamp, so a pretty good 10 pull, I would say. Can't complain when you're getting immersives and shinies in the same rip. 17,000 plus cards collected, by the way. I don't have a problem, mind you. I could stop whenever I want. Like I do this for funsies, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so 75 out of 155, so we're already halfway there, right? Halfway there, or roughly, you know what I'm saying? Do. Sliceu. Ooh, I heard the sound effect go off like 3 times, and I see some rainbows. All right, Rotom Dex, this is new. Look at the top card of your deck, then you may shuffle your deck. Ribombee, Alolan Geodude, Sandygast. Oh my God. So remember what I was just saying about them like drastically stepping up the artwork on these? This is one of the sickest looking cards in the entire game. Oh my God. I feel like I gotta build a deck with this just because this, like, bro, what? This card is insane artwork wise. I didn't even read what it does yet. Berserk, 2 colorless, 20 plus damage. If any of your bench Pokemon have damage on them, this attack does 50 more damage, so 70 damage for 2 energy. I mean, it seems decent, like nothing super crazy, but this artwork is insane. Dog, what? Oh my God, this looks like an immersive rare. You know what I mean? Like, oh, if this was an immersive rare, this would be like my favorite immersive rare in the game, probably, just like based off, that is nuts. that card is ridiculous, bro. What? Is that my new favorite card in the game? That card looks so, that card is sick. They did that for a 1-star? That's not a 2-star like rainbow rare or an immersive. That's insane. Soul Rock, Crabrawler, Excadrill. I skipped past it. I'm flying through this like I've seen all these cards already and I haven't. So I apologize if I'm jumping past ones that are new that I haven't really looked at or read them. We have Hariyama here though. Push out. Switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. Your opponent chooses the new active Pokemon. I can see that being useful. 50 damage, 2 energy into stage 1. Heliolisk and 2-star Malo. I'll gladly take that. Yeah, you know them 2 stars is hard to come by, but I'll gladly take that. Heal all damage from one of your Shiinotic or Serena. Yeah, we already know what this card does. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll take 2 stars all day long. Drillbur, Pick-a-Peck, Mudbray, and we get the 1-star Kamala. Golisopod. Sound effect going off again. We're getting a lot. Klefki, Crabrawler, Geodude, Rowlet, and card is sick. That card is so sick. Hariyama, Cosmog, Pick-a-Peck, Jupiter, Hariyama. Getting a lot of Hariyamas all of a sudden. Toucannon, Helioptile, Blast, Mudbray, another Toucannon, Poros, Sandygast, Diglett, Pick-a-Peck. Ooh, oh, new Lapras, I clicked right by it. Okay, we gotta see what that Lapras does. Trubbish, Salazzle, Lily, Trubbish, and Araquanid. All right, it ended off kind of weak, but it started off strong. This card is like, this is ridiculous. I no cap, like this really might be my new favorite card artwork wise in the entire game, because that is insane. Okay, I want to see what that Lapras does that I accidentally skipped right past. Just a Surf, okay, just 70 damage, nothing super special about it, but I love Lapras. Lapras is like probably like a top 10 favorite Pokemon all time for me, so, you know, might find a way to squeeze that into a water deck. The water has like so many options and stuff that I'm sure you can find a use for. Like, is it the best option? No. Is it a fun option? Probably. What are you guys' favorite decks right now, by the way? I know I asked earlier, like, what's new stuff you guys trying out? I think my favorite deck all time is still Starmie Greninja, to be honest, but I was having a lot of fun playing Beedrill Masquerada last season, I guess we could say now, since we have ranked and we have seasons and everything, and with that last set. I really enjoy Leafeon as well. I think I was playing a lot of Leafeon as well. Anyway, bring it back. Let's see if we can pick up the pace just a little bit. I'm trying, on one hand, I don't want the video to drag on dumb long, but also these are a lot of new cards I'm seeing for the first time, so no sound effects and no rainbows in this one though. Torcat, Cosmog, Dugtrio, Growlithe, Trevenant. All right, there's a sound effect. Salazzle, Geodude, Escavalier, Shuppet, and Serena. This is a crazy artwork. So 3 kit combo, 50 to flip 3 coins and tag us 50 damage for each heads. The stage 2, for stage 2, I feel like, I mean, it's 1 energy, right? It's not bad, it's just not incredible. Pikachu, Brawler, Sableye, Salazzle. I don't even know how you pronounce it. Magiarna, like I said, never owned a DS as a kid, so there's a few generations I missed out on. I'm making my way through it. Once I finish Pokemon White, I guess I'll probably move on to Black 2 or White 2, but that would mean I have to go and buy it, because I'm collecting these games physically as well. And if y'all ever taken a look at some of these retro games, they cost a pretty penny these days. So, you know, especially like the DS ones, man. Well, I just the first like 5 or 6 generations of Pokemon, they're all like very, very expensive now. Tapu Bulu, stuck in tackle, 100 damage for 3 energy, 2 grass, 1 colors. Flip a coin if tails this Pokemon also does 20 damage with itself. It's a basic though. Drillbur, Diglett, Mudsdale, Yungoos, Golem, Alolan Golem, Super Zap Cannon. Phantom, Wimpod, Oricorio, Rebombi, Toucannon, Cutiefly, Salazzle, the Lycanroc, Drillbur, and Alolan Persian. Brucish, Rare Candy. I have had some decent luck though when I am collecting these physical games, because I'm also collecting them like complete in box and everything like that as well. But I've gotten some pretty good deals. Like I want to say my copy, ooh, Comfy, we haven't gotten this card yet. Flower Shield, if your Pokemon that has any psychic energy attached recovers from all special conditions and can't be affected by any special conditions. So does this take effect whether on the active spot or the bench? Okay. I can see that being useful. Alolan Meowth, Tauros, Cutiefly, Gumshoes, Cloyster. Okay, a bit of a cool down there, not too crazy with that one. But yeah, I've gotten some pretty good deals so far on the games that I have collected. Like I want to say Pokemon Heart Gold, right? I think I got that one for 130-ish bucks, complete in box, which is a lot of money. But that game goes upwards of like $200, so I would like to say that was a pretty good deal. And then my copy of Pokemon White, it was definitely under 100. I don't remember exactly. I want 50, 60 bucks maybe, somewhere around there. Which again, complete in box, pretty good price. Then Diamond and Pearl are pretty cheap, but Platinum is very expensive. I actually don't have Platinum yet. I want to go ahead and get my hands on a physical copy of that game. But yeah, like I said, very expensive. I'm also like prioritizing like generations I don't have yet. So like while I want Platinum so I can have the trio, the trinity of all three, because I have Diamond and Pearl, I would rather go get like Black 2 or move on to like the other generations that I don't have yet instead of like focusing on that game just so I can play those because I haven't played them before. Solgaleo EX, even though I know Platinum is like so much better than like Diamond and Pearl and has like all these quality of life upgrades and everything like that, but it's still like, you know, you're still playing Gen 4. Solrock, Toucannon, Jupiter, Trevenant, Rockruff, Orcorio, Shelder, Popplio, Mantis. I will say though, I've always heard that 2-star, I mean, beggars can't be choosers. I'll take 2 stars any day of the week. Delma is probably not the top of my priority list, but I take the Rainbow Rare. I take the Rainbow Rare, you know what I'm saying? Lano, first time getting one of these. You can use this card only if you have a Araquanid in play. Switching one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. So this is just like, this is just worse Sabrina, right? Well, I guess no, Sabrina you can't choose with. So it's like Sabrina or Cyrus, but like you get to pick, but they don't have to be damaged. Okay, so it's not, okay, I see the utility of it. It's not too bad. Bounsweet, Bennett, Tapu Bulu. Oh, but yeah, so I was gonna say, I've always heard that like Gen 5 has like the best story of all the Pokemon games, which I'm gonna be honest, I never really cared that much. Hey, another one? That's our third 2-star in today's video, right? We go getting 2 stars at a pretty decent clip. You know what I'm saying? I always heard that like Gen 5 had the best story. And like I never ever cared about the story in a Pokemon game personally. I played the games because I like collecting Pokemon and like battling. I enjoyed the gameplay. Like Pokemon's just not a game. Like I appreciate the story in games. Like I play, there are games that I play for the story. Pokemon's just never been one of them. Halucha, Justified Press, 20 plus damage. If your active Pokemon is a, this has 31 damage. But what I will say is that I am actually paying attention to the story in this playthrough I'm doing of Pokemon White just because I've always heard so much about it. And I'm enjoying it so far. I will say it's got to be the most interesting so far, which I don't think is saying a ton because again, Pokemon stories are not, you know, these games are for kids, right? So it's nothing like super crazy, but I'm enjoying it so far. The character of N seems interesting, and you know, everything with like Getsis and stuff, and Team Plasma, even though Team Plasma looks a little goofy, but I guess all the teams do for the most part. Now some of the teams look cool. Tapu Bulu, got the regular hollow one, but yeah, I am enjoying it so far for what that is worth. It probably is like the most interesting one of any Pokemon game that I think I've played for the most part. Although I'll say I enjoyed the story of like, you know, Coliseum and like Gale of Darkness a lot. I know those aren't like mainline games, those are spin-offs, I guess, technically. But those are 2 of my favorite Pokemon games of all time on the GameCube. And I still own those games to this day. So got those back on the shelf. Did we just hit 18K? No, 17,500. I was like, yo, did we really just collect 18,000 cards? My goodness gracious. Swipe up. 90 out of 155. So it seems like there aren't that many exclusive cards to each pack. In my head, I was thinking like, yeah, it'd be like half and half, but we got way more than half now, and we're still on Solgaleo packs, and it still feels like there's cards I haven't seen yet. Lily, Gumshoes, Makuhita, Sandgas, Masquerain. That being said, what is your guys' favorite Pokemon game story-wise? And actually what I think I've been told this before, but I don't remember off the top of my head. When it comes to Black 2 and White 2, like, are those games, like, is that a whole new game with like a new story? And like, I don't really know how, I guess I could probably Google it and look it up, but like I've never played them. So is it the same game, but like with quality of life upgrades and like extra Pokemon? Is it like the same region, but like with new story? Like, how does that work exactly? I'm probably gonna look it up after this, but you can feel free to let me know in the comments down below anyway. We've gotten multiple shiny. What's this, like our 5th shiny? But it's been 3 Machamps and 2 Jigglypuffs. And another Oricorio. And that's our first time getting the regular holo one. Sorry, I drew a blank there for a second. But yeah, so I don't actually know like what the differences are between like Black and White 1 and Black and White 2. I plan on collecting them and playing them for myself, so I'm gonna figure it out one way or another. But Geodude, Cosmog, Helioptile, Leaf Cape, and Rockruff. This card is sick! I love the contrast with the colors. Signs of Evolution, put a random card that evolves from Rockruff from your deck into your hand. This is dope. I love what they're doing with these illustrations, man. This is nuts. This is really, really good, man. For just being a 1-star, that's so fire. Brusis, Spoink, Trubbish, Masquerain, and Escavalier. All right, how many more do we have left to go? I don't really know how many packs I've opened up. I'm never like really keeping track of this when I do this. I just keep going until the game tells me that I can't open anymore. I don't even remember how much Pokegold I started out with, so I think we still got a few more we can do though. I think I only bought like the big pack once, so. But I did also, like I said, buy the, was it the Lily like Pokegold pack? Spoink, Dugtrio, Banette, Rotom, Hariyama, Jolbur, Salandit, Hawlucha, Mucha Lucha. Y'all remember Mucha Lucha? Am I showing my age with that one? What the hell is this? Big Malasada, heal 10 damage and remove a special condition from your active Pokemon. Oh. So I don't really know if like Confuse or like Sleep or anything is going to become like meta at some point, but if it does, I can see this being really useful. For right now, it seems like it's maybe not worth a slot in your deck for the most part, but might have utility later down the line. Yeah, y'all remember Mucha Lucha? And then y'all remember when they brought it back with like a new season or series or whatever, and it was Gigante? And they just added that into the theme song. So the theme song just was like, Mucha Lucha, Mucha Lucha. And then like they did the Gigante and it was like, Mucha Lucha, Gigante. Pulverizing pinball. Yeah, I might be showing my edge with that one. I might be a boomer. Mudbray, Garbodor. I didn't even heard anyone like ever mention Mucha Lucha since back in the day. Now I'm thinking about it. Sweet, Mantis, Makuhita, Tauros, Toucannon, last pack. Salazzle, hey, we got something back there. Hariyama, Pick-a-Peck, Growlithe, and Cutiefly. I was hoping for a shiny or a 2-star or something, but that's fine. That's fine. All right, did we get anything new? Yeah, we got the. It looked like a jelly-filled donut almost, which I love a good jelly-filled donut, but. All right. Was that the only one? Yeah, that was the only new card we got there. It looked like we might be winding down to the point where most of the cards we're missing are going to be in that Lunala set outside of like, just matter of fact, can I just real quick, let me just go over here. Is there anything in, oh, we haven't even gotten Incineroar yet. I see Incineroar in here. We haven't gotten that. The 2-star Alolan Raichu. The 2-star Lily, but I mean, we've got the immersive, so. But we haven't even pulled Incineroar. Okay, so. I guess that's what we're hunting for right now. That's the only card I know off that I'm for sure missing. All right, Incineroar coming up right here. Okay, maybe at the back. Jolbur, Litten, hey, Litten's in there. Steenie, Arcanine, Alolan Sandshrew, Spoink, Arcanine, Wimpod, Magiarna? I'm not familiar with this Pokemon. Silver Cannon, 40+ damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon has an ability, this attack does 40 more damage. Okay, very situational, but not terrible. Surskit, Makuhita, Fomantis, regular Lily, and the 1-star Mudsdale. We didn't have this yet either. That one was okay. Diglett, Mr. Mime, Fletchinder, Rockruff, Tauros, Rockruff, Big Malasada, Mudbray, Solrock, Lurantis, Rockruff, Trevenant, Heliolisk, Mantis, Talonflame, Makuhita, Jupiter, Makuhita, Lana. See, now that we got that item once, it's showing up a lot. I feel like that happens every time. And you go so long without getting a card. Once you get it one time, then the game is like, all right, now here's 40 more of them. Solrock, Escavalier, Rimbombi, Fletchinder. I'm hunting for Incineroar at this point. Rowlet, Lana, Surskit, Trevenant. Damn, we're really not gonna get the Incineroar? And I'm assuming that since there's an Incineroar, that means there's also gonna be, you know, 2-star Incineroars that we're also missing. Now, we got a few new ones in that one though. That brings it to 95. Was that like 3 of them? A couple of that didn't count because it was 1 star, so it only brings it to 93. All right, we should have 1 or 2 more. 1 or 2 more, I think, before we hit that max. Well, we also had a lot of hourglasses now that I'm thinking about it too. That probably accounted for like a whole multi by itself, I think. I don't remember exactly how many I had, but Cutiefly, Geodude, Sableye, Bounsweet, Lana, Bonnet, Geodude, Bounsweet, Sophocles, Oricorio, Trumbeak, Rotom Dex, Phantom, oh, by the way, so I've been going back and rewatching the original like first season of Pokemon with my girl. And you know, when I first started making these videos, I was getting comments from people that said I sounded like I'm doing the Poke Rap when I when I do my pack openings, because I'm just reading off the names of the Pokemon and stuff. And I immediately I was like, yeah, you're kind of right. When I would hear myself back, what's even funnier now that I'm going back and watching those episodes and I'm hearing the Poke Rap at the end of every episode, and it's just like, yeah, that's me. Anyway, Excadrill, Jupiter, Cabral, Meowth, Cosmo, Sandslash, Cloyster. Damn, what a brother got to do for an Incineroar around here? I hope I got 1 more. Am I really about to end the video with no Incineroar? I don't even know if it's good or not, but I'm just mad I ain't got it. You feel me? We got another one. Let's get it. And honestly, I haven't bought out the shop when it comes to like using my my shop ticket. So I have a bunch of hourglasses in there I could go get as well, but I'll probably save them for the moment. Gumshoes, Geodude, Torcat, Rowlet, Oricorio, Lana, Diglett, Shelder, Sandshrew, Trevenant, Rockruff, Makuhita, Oricorio, Salandit, Garbodor, Glitten, Fletchinder, Diglett, Lurantis, Sophocles. Also, I'm realizing now that very soon Game 1 of Pacers versus the Cleveland Cavaliers is kicking off, and I would like to see that. So I should hurry up and get this posted so I can relax and watch that. Oh, we're not getting anything in this one. I'm looking for Incineroar, but like honestly, we didn't get anything in this pack. Don't do me like this. Don't make me go out like that. We got nothing. No shiny, no EX, no 2-star, 3-star, like nothing. Oh my god. Watch, that's gonna be my max spend, right? That's the last 10. Y'all gonna make me go out of my way and go get some hourglasses so I can end on something better than that, right? That's how this is gonna go. That's like, because I just said I was trying to dip. So I'm like, no, you gotta do more. You can't end on that one, right? I hate this game. I knew it. I'll be right back. All right, let's do this. I'm here with exactly 60 hourglasses. And yeah, let's go ahead and do this. All right, this will be our final 10 pack for this video. This video went on longer than I wanted it to, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know I go through my packs a lot slower than everybody else does. I don't do it intentionally. Anyway, Slanted, Brucish. I just need something. I'm looking for Incineroar, but I just need something that's not nothing. Alright, bro. I mean, I careful what you wish for. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, for sure. Totally. Oh, okay, I'll take that. 2-star Crabominal EX, you know, Rainbow Rare. Not the most jaw-dropping or inspiring illustration I've seen for a card, but you know, that's cool. I didn't actually see what this card does when we pulled the regular EX one earlier. Insatiable Striking, 40 damage for 1 energy, 106 HP. It's a stage 1. During your next turn, this Pokemon's insatiable striking attack just okay, so 80 damage for 1 energy. It's weak to metal types, 3 retreat costs. It seems like an okay card. Alolan Dugtrio, Solrock, Oricorio, Shelder, Talonflame, Trevenant, Last Pack Magic. By chance, give me something and on. Okay, well, we got a 2-star. We got Shiny Machamp, which is our 4th one already, and we got the 2-star Crabominable. So I mean, I guess that's as good of a note as any to go out on for today's video. So I'll be back tomorrow, I guess, with some Lunala packs, and then hopefully with some gameplay videos coming soon and me trying out some new decks and stuff. With that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay tuned for all the awesome content I'm bringing you. With all being said, that's pretty much all I have today. Remember, nothing can happen till you swing the bat. Later.